Inversions for many years have been a key feature of the UK's most thrilling roller coasters, adding extra excitement to their layouts. From simple loops to zero-G rolls and inline twists, they come in a variety of forms, with modern coasters becoming even more creative when designing ways to send you upside down. However, with there being so many different coasters in the UK that contain inversions, there are bound to be some which are actually detrimental to the ride experience. So today I'll be looking at the best and worst inversions on UK coasters. I'm feeling positive today, so let's start with one of the best inversions, which is the wing over drop on the Swarm. What makes this inversion so good is the fact the ride experience is different depending on the wing which you're sitting on, in addition with the row.
Nice.
If you're towards the front of the train, you'll get a lot of hang time as you slowly invert before dropping down. This is especially cool if you're on the right side of the train, which slowly lifts up above the left side due to the profiling of the track. However, if you're sitting towards the back of the train, you get whipped through the inversion, giving a good amount of intensity. The choice of where to sit increases the coaster's re-rideability. Worst, 6 quad hardline rolls. Now when I put out a poll asking your opinions on the best and worst inversions, thanks to everyone who commented, this one actually came up a couple of times, and I can see why. Although on a surface level you would think lap bars would be more comfortable during these inversions rather than the bulky restraints on Colossus, the lap bars can really start to dig into your legs after the first few hardline rolls. That's not so sick. I need to stop. And to be honest, even though I absolutely love Colossus, I would say the quadruple hardline rolls are my least favourite part of the coaster, as they can get a little repetitive. It's probably the closest you'll get to feeling like you're in a washing machine. Be sure to subscribe for more best and worst videos like this. But while we're on the subject of Colossus, one of my favourite inversions on this coaster is the corkscrew after the Cobra roll. Now if this coaster was just on plain gravel, it wouldn't be anywhere near this list. However, it's the landscaping which elevates this inversion for me. After passing through a tunnel underneath Colossus's shop, you then head upwards through some smoke into the inversion which flies over the queue line before heading under another tunnel. If only my smoke machine was still working. Rest in peace. Some people might not enjoy this inversion due to the possible head banging, but as I'm 6'4", my head doesn't even touch the restraint. Worst, Smiler's Cobra roll. What ruins this moment of the coaster is its roughness. The majority of the Smiler isn't too bad in terms of roughness until you go through this strangely profiled inversion in the second half of the Cobra roll, and the whole train jolts from side to side. This sudden roughness unfortunately continues to the final 2 corkscrews, which were also close to making it onto this list. For a ride that's called the Smiler, this end to the coaster certainly turns my smile upside down. Staying at Alton Towers Resort, but no longer Spa, Nemesis Reborn's zero-G roll makes it onto this list as truly one of the UK's best inversions. After passing through the intense downwards helix, Nemesis snaps riders into a floaty zero-G roll which passes through some smoke and over the station, before dipping down into the next gorge.
Say that again?
Although the zero-G roll on Nemesis Inferno gives a similar sensation, it's really the theming of the station and the animatronic eye in combination with the landscaping of the area which makes it one of the best inversions on any UK coaster. And it's even better in its new Reborn form, as the inversion is much smoother than it used to be. Worst, Soar's dive loop. Where do I start? First of all, the mid-course brake run right before this inversion doesn't slow the train down, which causes you to go through the dive loop very quickly. Although this does up the intensity, it also ups the headbanging and the rattle as the train passes through the inversion. If we go 20 meters to the right of this inversion, then we'll find Hyperia. Well, not exactly find. Hyperia contains multiple crazy inversions which deserve a spot on the best list. The stall towards the end of the layout is a brilliant inversion for hang time, whilst also providing a floaty feel which takes away from the discomfort of hanging upside down with a lap bar, as mentioned earlier with Sick. That being said, I can't talk about Hyperia without touching on its outer bank into the downwards roll. This is easily one of the best moments on any coaster in the UK, let alone the world, apart from when it rolls back. The insane airtime on the entrance to the outer bank, the hang time in the midsection, and then the awesome downwards roll on the exit come together to create an action-packed inversion which contains so many different sensations, and that makes it the best inversion on any UK coaster. Going from the best inversion to the worst one in the UK, Turbo's loop is simply awful. Sure, it looks cool from off-ride, but the combo of the Pinfari track profiling and the trains with the hard over-the-shoulder restraints lead to it being a janky, rough, and uncomfortable inversion. 12-year-old me didn't know what he was in for when he rode this for the first time. And while I'm being negative, I'll quickly shout out any inversion on Hero or Infusion. Both coasters are extremely uncomfortable due to their trains and restraints, causing most inversions to be rough, or in the best case scenario, awkward to go through.
Have you ever gone to Krispy Kreme? Was it crispy?
No.
Yeah, right.
So that's my list of the best and worst inversions on UK coasters. Be sure to leave your thoughts down below and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next one.
Say that again?